From WHO HD, Iowa's high-definition leader. This is Channel 13 News Today in Iowa Saturday.
And welcome back to Today in Iowa Saturday. If that is not the perfect way to start a Saturday morning, I don't know that there is any other way. We're joined this morning by Erin Simpson from Better Homes and Gardens, and you are going to share a cinnamon pull-apart loaf.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, it's very much like a monkey bread, so it's that cinnamony sugar, soft dough, and you pull it apart to eat it. But rather than monkey bread where you shape all those balls, this one you stack the layers in a loaf pan, and then it's just, you know, easy to pull apart at that point.
And it smells delicious,
Yes.
and you're going to show us how to make it this morning. So
Yes.
where do we start?
Well, I'm just going to mention our dough here. This dough is a no-knead. So you put it together in a bowl, do it with a hand mixer, and then stir in the flour at the very last. And then once it sits for about 45 minutes to an hour at room temperature, or you can even put it in the fridge overnight to let it rise, it looks like this. And you see it's not completely smooth, so it's okay if it's going to look a little lumpy because it's a no-knead dough.
And I asked before we started, what happens if it doesn't rise? And you said it's going to kind of come out a little bit doughy and yeasty. You really want to make sure that that step is...
Right, you want to make sure that happens, and you want to make sure that your yeast has not expired, and that when you heat the milk to stir in with the yeast, that it's not too hot or too cold.
Okay, and so we've started rolling out that dough.
We started this one. I'm just going to finish it up here, and you're just going to roll it to, it's about 12 by 20 inches.
Okay.
And it's a really easy dough to work with because it's like really soft and nice.
And you said it doesn't really stick too much either, but we have put some flour down. And
just in case, yeah. We like to keep, you don't really want to run into something like having it stick and you're having to pull it off after you've got it all nice and flat like this. So now what we're going to do is add some butter, and I'll do this and let you can do the sugar.
I'll sprinkle the
fun
sugar.
Part, yeah. So then you just kind of brush actually I'm going to drizzle this, I think, and then brush. So just drizzle on the butter and then brush it to the edges. And this is going to be kind of help make it a little saucy when it melts in with the sugar and the cinnamon, and I mean it's butter, so it's going to be good.
Butter and sugar, you can't go wrong. Right.
And it helps. You'll see when we keep building this, this is how the layers are going to be separated.
Okay, and so then I just go over this with the sugar.
Yeah, just sprinkle the sugar evenly all over the top.
I don't know if I'm doing a good job here.
Oh, you're doing a great job. Yeah, this is exactly what it is. There's very foolproof at this step. You can have too much sugar at one layer and not enough at the other, and it's perfectly fine.
It's kind of a surprise. You don't know what you're going to get. Is that too much, not enough? Do I keep going?
Well, that's good for now. Yeah, that's good. We can start showing the how you assemble it. So what we're going to do now is cut it into 6 equal strips. And I usually like to cut it in half so I can then do half, then thirds. And just with a pizza cutter, or you could use a knife, whatever you have on hand. And then now we're going to stack it. So we just sort of pull this. Well, it's not. I just want to stick together a little bit, which is fine. Well, I guess all of them are.
Now, as we do this, what temperature should we be baking this at? Spray the pan. It looks like you've got this pan treated.
Yeah, you definitely want to butter the pan just so it'll come out nice and like that and not fall apart on you. So at this point, and I'll kind of turn it this way where you can see, you take these layers and stack them. And so this is how we get our nice layers.
Right.
And then if you want, you can use a chef's knife. You could use the pizza cutter again, but I kind of, for something thick like this, I like the chef's knife. Cut it down, and then cut it into 6 pieces again.
Into 6 pieces, okay.
And so, if you'll hand me this, I'll kind of show you. You're just going to, and this can go in there any which way. There's no specific way to layer them in here, but I just kind of like to stagger them in.
That kind of varies what you end up with at the...
Yeah, it kind of makes it go every which way. And it's okay to have them not be perfectly even in there, because now you're going to cover it with a towel, if you want to just throw that on there. And then it's going to rise for another 45 minutes.
Okay.
And as it rises, it's going to fill in any of that empty space. And then as it bakes, it will continue
and then
to fill
this
in
is what we end up with. We're running out of time here, but we want to look at this really quickly. You have taken and put an icing onto it, and you have pistachios. You said anything. You can vary it with your family.
Or, you know, crunch and color. You could do pecans, chocolate, anything you like.
Great. Well, it looks delicious. Erin, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
You.
And we'll be back with more Today in Iowa Saturday.